Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Today, y'all, it is the end of the month, and I'm just going to bring you some of my October purchases, items, some makeup that is new to me, probably not new on the market, but new to me that I bought during the month of October. October was my birthday month, so I really did a lot of shopping using my points. You know, at Ulta during your birthday month, you get 2 times the points, and they give you a coupon for money off, and I had tons of points. At Sephora, they give you a birthday gift or whatever, but I also had a lot of points at Sephora to use. So I did some shopping in the month of October, and with some makeup, some fragrances, some lippies, hair, obviously, all kind of stuff. But today I'm just going to bring you a quick video about my purchases, then some of the new favorites to me for the month of October. So if you would like to see some of the new makeup that I've been using, been loving, and have purchased, I hope that you would keep watching. So we can start with fragrances. I am really starting to go back to wearing more fragrance every day. I normally like to put it on, you know, after a shower. I put some on at night after my shower and stuff like that. So I was kind of looking for some new fall fragrances or something to me that just smelled really good. I am also obsessed with roller balls and these travel size. So I got a gift card from a very sweet friend of mine to Ulta. And I knew that with the gift card, I wanted to pick up a new fragrance. So I ended up getting 2. I got one from Ulta, one from Sephora. The first one I got is Prada Candy. It smells so good, and I was on the fence about this one because it was like, you know, deemed as a summer fragrance. But when I smelled it, I was like, no, you can totally wear this fragrance in the fall. You just have to layer it the right way. But even on its own, to me, it just gives like a very, it's sweet, but it's not like girly sweet. It's a real mature kind of sweet smell. It has a little bit of spice to it. I was really surprised, but I really like it. I got it a couple weeks ago, and I've really been using that one regularly. The other one that I just got last week from Ulta is from Mugler. I want to say Mugler, and I did look it up online to see how to pronounce it, but this is Alien Goddess. This is from Mugler. This is Alien Goddess, and I went to the store. I went to Ulta on my birthday to get a fragrance because they had like a 5 times the points for Armani Code and then some other promotion with Coach Dreams. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get a Coach fragrance and then stack the points. I didn't like the Coach fragrance at all. It was way too floral for me. And a nice young lady that worked there, she was like, you know what? I sell this fragrance a lot and I'm gonna show it to you. And I was like, really? I never really considered theirs, but she gave me this, the Alien Goddess, and you know they have the regular Alien, but this is the Alien Goddess, and this one has a lot more vanilla notes on top, and then it has bergamot underneath, and then it has, ooh, I forget the other one, but I will list it. But it's really surprisingly good. And I was kind of on the fence the first couple times I wore it. I was like, vanilla? Like, I don't want to be smelling like a vanilla bomb or anything like that. But this, as it dries down and as it mixes with my skin, it smells so good. I was like, I don't know about this one. You know, the vanilla is kind of throwing me off a little bit. This smells really good, and I feel like this is one that I could go back and get a bigger bottle of to have it. Same with the Prada Candy. Now, Ulta now has the gift sets, and so does Sephora for the holidays, and they have a bigger bottle of this Prada Candy, and I know I'm going back for that because I feel like I'm going to go through this rollerball really fast. But I've really been into fragrance. I think I got Versace. Is it Versace? Dylan Blue? Or is it Dolce? I think it's Versace and it's Dylan Blue. I got that one as well, like right at the end of September. That one is really good too. It's very feminine. Really, it has more floral notes on top normally than I would normally wear, but for some reason it just works really good. But Mugler Alien and Prada Candy are the ones that I purchased for October that I am loving. Another thing I got from Ulta is a big old Colourpop eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself with Colourpop eyeshadow. Like, I really don't, but it's just like an addict. I just keep going back to Colourpop. This time I got the Bare Necessities palette. This is not new. I think this is about a year old, and I got it, and I was like, you know what? I really don't have a mega palette that is all neutrals. I have a lot of Colourpop palettes that are like the 12 or 18 pans. So I really didn't need this one, but I got this one anyway. And again, this was used on a gift card that a friend of mine got me. So I got the Bare Necessities palette. This is what it looks like. It's really pretty. Again, Colourpop always has, when I buy a Colourpop palette, I have to weigh the pros and cons of it. How many of these 30 shades would I realistically be able to use? And out of the 30 shades, the only two that I really wouldn't be able to do anything with is this right here. I don't know why they just continue to put these very pale shades. I don't know anybody who could really do a full look with these. I mean, they would be like, you know, on the lid or something. I'm not sure. But overall, I really like this palette. It does have some cool tones in the middle, these cool tone browns right here, but I like the fact that it has a black. So Colourpop got me again. I got a mega palette from Colourpop. Don't judge me, okay? The other eyeshadow palette that I purchased was not actually from a store, but I purchased it independently, and it's from Midas Cosmetics. This is a Black-owned cosmetics brand. This is from Midas Cosmetics, and this is the Midas Serve Soft eyeshadow palette, and this was in conjunction with Cole MUA. It was their collaboration. I got this one in the mail last week. It took a while to get here, but I got it in the mail last week. I started using it immediately because the colors are bomb, and this is what it looks like. And I'm being careful because the shimmers have a lot of fallout. Like this one, it has a ton of fallout. I put my finger in it and it was just like, but it's really, really pretty. And you know how I feel about a palette. If the mattes perform well, I'm not overly concerned with the shimmers having fallout. I need some mattes that wear well. So far, everything in here is just freaking gorgeous. This pink color, it's called Soft Serve, and this yellow color, Love. And if you look and see how pigmented that is, if you see the swatch, how pigmented it is, this color called Hot Fudge. I mean, look at that. That's like one swipe. So this is a really, really pretty fall shade. And I asked, pretty fall palette, excuse me. I asked around on Twitter about some eyeshadow palettes that I could purchase that wasn't from a big brand, like Too Faced or anything like that. I wanted something indie. Somebody tweeted me about Midas Cosmetics, and on the weekend that I bought this, they actually had these on sale. So this is normally $34, but I got it for $17. Totally worth the wait. It's really pretty. I did a look with it the other day using, what is this called? Butter Pecan Bananas. That's the name of this yellow one. And then the bubblegum color down here called Soft Serve. So pretty. I love the way the mattes perform. I'm very pleased with this. And I really want another one of theirs that is more colorful. So Midas Cosmetics, great job on this. Very glad to support that brand. If you've never heard of it, check out their website. I will list this link down below. Obviously, really, really great eyeshadow palette. Moving on, I went to Sephora to get the Prada Candy. And while I was there, I wanted some powder. I have been hearing so much about the Dior No Powder foundation. Finishing powder. So I got this one, and this is in the shade 3N. It's a neutral. And then I went and got the Fashion Fair finishing powder. I told y'all in the Fashion Fair video that I really wanted to finishing powder, but I didn't want to order it online because I didn't want to risk getting the wrong shade. And I'm glad I did, because the shade I had in my basket at Sephora online, when I went to the store, it would look completely different. So I'm so glad I waited to go to the store to pick up the Fashion Fair iconic pressed powder, and I got the shade Golden Luxe. I really like this powder, y'all. I have it on right now with this makeup that I have on, and it is so soft. It gives you just the right amount of finishing. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey on my skin, and I like that I can use it for touch-ups every day. I have been digging into this for 2.5, almost 3 weeks now when I bought it, but this is what it looks like. So this is a true yellow golden undertone, but on top of my makeup and setting my makeup and just pressing it in, it's so freaking good. It feels so good and so soft. I don't feel caked up with it on, and I feel like I'm gonna go through this pan really, really fast because I've been keeping it with me, you know, just as a touch up. In every makeup look that I've done since I got this has been somewhere in the look as well. I got the Dior No Powder, obviously, because it's just really soft. I mean, it's a neutral shade. And, you know, it's like, oh, that looks darker. It's not. I can do neutral or I can do golden. That's the kind of the undertones that I'm in, depending on the product. So if all else fails, I will go for something neutral because I know that I can pull that off. And again, this is a finishing powder. It's not a foundation. This is something that you're going to use to set your makeup, to give you that nice blurring effect. I'm still in the process of giving this a good try, but I really like the way it feels. It's so nice. It's so nice and silky. And when I've worn it, it does not feel like my skin is super caked up, anything like that. Absolutely worth the coins. This Fashion Fair powder, absolutely worth the coin, okay? It is so freaking good. And I love a good pressed powder, and y'all know how I feel about a compact. I love a good compact. So if you had to pick one between these two, and I'm just saying that as not really wearing this one as much yet as this one, baby, this Fashion Fair pressed powder, the truth. Really, really good. Couple more things from Sephora. I got a Color Fix mattes from Danessa Myricks, excuse me, and this is her cheek and lip and eye pigment. I really like this thing. It's really nice and creamy. I've worn it on my cheeks and I've worn it as an eyeshadow. Haven't tried it on my lips just yet, but even as a cheek color, this is so freaking pretty. It is so bomb. And the color is in, of course, I don't have my glasses. Please forgive me. But this is a matte, and I'll list the color down there. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have my glasses on. Really, really like this one from Necessities. I got one of the highlighters from LYS Beauty when they released their Glow line, their products of glowing face products, and I did get a highlighter from them, which I really like. And this is in the shade Aim High, and this is what it looks like. It's giving me champagne vibes from MAC. Do you guys remember MAC? I think it was Global Glow, and I think I have that. I have Global Glow somewhere. It's kind of giving me these vibes of this one. So it's giving me this from MAC. You see what I'm saying? I really like this though. LYS has really great face products. Y'all know I wear that blush in the shade Confident all the time. I do have one of their skin serum foundations on order, but I was really excited to try a highlighter. Y'all know you will have to try highlighters from my dead cold hands. I would never stop booping my nose with a highlighter. That's just the way it is. But yes, these LYS highlighters are really, 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 really good. Highly recommend. And I really like these cheek pigments from Necessities. I want another shade of this one as well. But not least, let's move on to some lips. So MAC Cosmetics recently released Ruby Woo, the iconic shade Ruby Woo. They released 3 other products in the Ruby Woo collection, and they called it the Ruby's Crew. So they released a Ruby Woo in the powder form, Powder Kiss lipstick, the solid tube lipstick. They released Ruby Woo in a liquid matte formula, their retro liquid matte, and then they released a Ruby Woo in a Powder Kiss liquid lipstick, which is the one that I picked up. I wanted the Powder Kiss because the matte one is super matte, and though it would last all day, I just wanted something kind of like a soft matte, so I got the Ruby's Boo. This one is called Ruby Boo. But it's Ruby Woo in the Powder Kiss liquid lipstick formula. Love it, girl. Ruby Woo reimagined, just as good, but they really did a primo job with reintroducing Ruby Woo because lots of people right now are loving liquid lipsticks, obviously because we're still out in mass most of the time, so you want something that's gonna last. So I got the Powder Kiss, but they have 3 other versions of Ruby Woo that you can now get, and it's called Ruby's Crew. So check out them from MAC Cosmetics. What else did I get? Ooh, from Sephora, I got one of their liquid lipsticks. These are so slept on in my opinion. They have like 25 shades of these liquid lipsticks, and they go on soft, so they wear like a soft matte color. And this is in the shade, girl, I don't know why I keep doing this to y'all when I don't wear my glasses to show you, but I will link it down below. Anyway, it's a pretty brown shade for the fall. This is the Sephora lipstick. I am so sorry, y'all. I am god awful at telling y'all these shades, and I'm so good about throwing away the packaging. Once I find out I like something, girl, I toss that box out. Anyway, Sephora liquid lip lipstick. This was only like $12, I think, but with the VIB sale coming up, if you want to invest in some of these are really, really great alternatives to some of the very expensive ones, and they last all day. I also got another Maybelline matte ink lipstick as well. I'm stocking up on more browns. This is in the shade 75, and this is called Fighter. This one I can't see. So this is in a nice liquid lipstick as well, kind of similar to the Sephora one. This is Maybelline, this is Sephora, so you can see it's a real nice brown shade for the fall. I also got a Colourpop. They released something called a glossy lip stain, and these are Fresh Kiss glossy lip stains from Colourpop. I love the packaging. They always get me with packaging, and this is in the shade Sugar Snap. So it is a gloss, but it dries down to a lip stain finish. It's really wet when you put it on your lips. That's what she said. But it is really wet when you put it on your lips, but it does dry down to a nice satin, kind of a matte, soft matte finish. This is in the shade Sugar Snap, so you see it has some sheerness there. So even though it goes on like a gloss, it dries down to a nice matte finish. Lastly, what I have on right now is from NYX. I love these lip lingeries. I love, love, love these lip lingeries from NYX. They go on matte, but they feel so soft and plush. Don't dry my lips out whatsoever. This is in the shade Stunna, and this is the color that I have on right now. And I have it paired with a NYX lip liner in the shade Ruby. So NYX is coming through with me for these shades, and you know I'm always going to wear a red lipstick no matter the season, but I really think this is a pretty, you know, coming up festive holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas red color. This is again from NYX, and that is all my lip products for this month of October. That's really it. I mean, just a few things that I've bought for the month of October that I've been using. I have been wearing my makeup a lot more, even around the house or to go out, you know, just looking pretty when I go outside, getting used to wearing my makeup again, even if it's just running errands and I got my mask on, but my eyes are popping, okay? So I've really been getting back into wearing makeup, which means I've been buying it more. I'm trying to, some of the stuff that's being released is cool, but I'm not really up on like the new stuff. I have to like watch videos and get my emails and see if the stuff was new and try to keep up. But I really like, you know, some of my old favorites, and I have so much stuff that I'm getting through. So I'm really into using and shopping my stash. Someone asked me about skincare. And I do have a ton of skincare, but I'm kind of in the work with what's working phase of my skincare right now. So unless it's PR that I'm getting, I'm not really buying a lot of new skincare. I'm kind of just using what I have and working with it because it's really working for my skin. But I will come back for the Sephora VIB sale. I'm going to be shopping mostly fragrance and skincare. So I will give y'all a rundown of the products that I'm going to be getting from the Sephora VIB sale for all that will be skincare. And I'll even show you my favorites and what I'm using to get and maintain this glow when I don't have on makeup, right? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. As usual, I will link everything below. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to save. Hello to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. If you've missed anything, hit the playlist button down below. Catch up on all my videos, grab some tea, grab some wine, coffee, whatever it is, and just have a day. Catch up on all my videos. Thank you for subscribing, and I will see y'all again very, very soon. Bye.